Okay, I have like a short rant video here. I'm trying to make all my videos at minimum 10 minutes long, but um for today, I haven't finished the album and I don't have the drive to for what else is out today. So this is going to be a quick rant on both the new Joyner Lucas album and the topic overall of how this relates to like specifically men's misogyny in music, but it can happen with women and other genders as well. But I mean, we've had more male-dominated artists in rap over the years than we have like women just have been big, at least. And this is a case of like, I turned on the new Joyner Lucas. His last album, to the 2020 album, the one with the hand face cover thing, I don't remember what the name of that album was. There was a few songs I liked off of it, like Isis, Devil's Work, the big ones that was like confusing topic wise, but decent songs. There was a handful of others. The Will Smith one was like I came back to it like around that year and the next year, and then I kind of started dropping it. But it just relates a lot to how like even my favorite songs in this album, outside of like maybe one, which is Where's the Love At, or Who's Gonna Give Me Love, that one that I heard was pretty good and I put it on my playlist. There's almost every single song he's like, I'm gonna throw that bitch to my friend, toss that bitch off, I hate that bitch. Very first song, like, I broke up with my recent bitch because she was too hard to cheat on. And this really just relates back to like, there's so many male artists that I feel like I have to sacrifice, like, being someone who embraces femininity and like enjoys the feminine and things, like the feminine qualities of life. But I turn a song on there and they're like, I fucking hate this bitch. Or like certain Playboy Cardi songs or Lil Uzi Vert songs where he's like specifically talks about hitting women, and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not even going to that artist at this point, because I think I'm not gonna claim that for Lil Uzi Vert, but I know there are Cardi verses where he's like, I will hit a bitch, which I'm like, okay. I mean, we've seen that for years. I feel like from the 90s on to the 2000, like early 2000s, it was a lot more blatant. We get it a lot less now in more popular music, but yeah, it's just frustrating because the production of this album is amazing. Some of the verses and patches are pretty good. I just stopped on Joyner Lucas, Jelly Roll, best for me. Jelly Roll on the album was an odd choice, but this one so far was about addiction, and I like that about it. But I keep waiting on the next line to drop to be like, okay, when's he gonna talk about how much he hates this bitch, or how much he's like, I passed my bitch off, or like it's just one of those type of things where I'm just like, it's so prevalent on every song, even my favorite songs, that I can't not unthink about it, which makes this kind of just a not very accessible album for me to revisit at any point. This also plays into what I was debating listening to today, was the new Future album. But Future's been dubbed the king of misogyny for people. So like, even in like his claims for fans, it's like, he's like, yeah, he's toxic, but he makes good music. And I'm like, well, in contrast, like, The Weeknd is also toxic, in that category of like toxic but makes good music. But I would venture as far as to say The Weeknd is also super misogynist in some of his songs. So it's just one of those things where I was trying to sit here and brainstorm some good masculine or just men artists in hip hop who aren't on that level of misogyny, and I can count like Genesis Owusu, Kendrick Lamar, a little less, but there are songs in his past that he gets very possessive of women over. So I'm taking that off the list. I like Kevin Abstract. He doesn't get that way in his songs. Tyler does, even though I used to be a big Tyler fan. I say it still wasn't patches. The Call Me If You Get Lost album kind of started falling off from me a bit more in what I liked out of his music. I don't know, just off the top of my head, it started dawning on me that it was really hard to name off men artists who aren't super possessive or critical or spiteful or hateful of women in their music. So I guess this is a open letter to, after this video, put in recommendations if you know any male hip-hop artists that you're like, I feel like goes away from this side of what I dislike about hip-hop. I also don't want any homophobia in my music, so if they avoid doing both of those, that would be lovely. A lot of, especially in newer artists, if I find an artist, just rapper or R&B or anything like that, any genre honestly, and they start dropping slurs, homophobic slurs, things like that, then I'm just skipping the artist. I'm done with them. I think there's certain cases like Tyler's old stuff that comes a bit of a caveat because he later came out, and as being somebody who used slurs like that in the past when I was younger and then later came out, as a very relatable experience of like sometimes you are repressing things about yourself that you're kind of subconscious about or trying to fight against, but you realize it's just a part of you, or peer pressure around people you're around saying that like, oh, this is a bad thing, this is odd, so you shouldn't be like that. But yeah, this is gonna be a shorter one just because it's a little mini rant on the way home, and I might have a full video for this Joyner Lucas album later. I don't even know if I'm gonna finish it, honestly. Let me know how you feel in the comments. Like and subscribe if you like this video. I still have the Cheerio Whack album coming, so keep your eyes out for that. And yeah, there's a few other things from today's drop, like the new Olivia Rodrigo songs that I might cover that. They're deluxe on the Guts album, so if I do that, I might just do a full Guts review, like with the regular standard edition of Guts and the new 5 songs that were put on it. So that's 2 big things to look forward to. Yeah, just remember to like and subscribe, and I hope everyone's having a great day.